What up, YouTube? This is TalbyReacts, aka Steven Talbert. Today, I want to talk about a kind of a special thing. I want to talk about Gamestop, kind of almost revealing the pretty much the VR PlayStation VR launch window. And so, it was reported today, this morning, from Polygon. They reported kind of a news story, an interview that happened, I think, pretty much yesterday, with Peter Rains, who is the CEO of GameStop, and he was talking to Fox News in the morning, kind of their business little section, and he was talking about the kind of the future of GameStop because they're in an interesting predicament with all this kind of the fight between digital and kind of the old guard, which GameStop definitely really represents, and so they were kind of talking about the future, and one of the biggest futures for GameStop possibly is to get into the VR, them selling these VR headsets because it's going to be a big money type making deal, and GameStop should be in it. And so, yeah, he pretty Ryan's kind of talked about during while he was talking about VR was one. He was in talks with HTC Vive and Oculus Rift, who are going to release their headsets pretty much. I think pretty much in March and April right now. I think you can pretty much pre-order for Oculus right now, and then HTC Vive is going to come in around fairly soon. I think it's this month. I think you can pretty much pre-order, and so they're coming out real soon, and so they're in talks right now. So GameStop's in talks with those two and get those in the shelves. The biggest kind of really big news, really that came out of them talking about VR was kind of more in the PlayStation VR direction, which is he pretty much announced that PlayStation VR will be in his stores around fall. So why is this big? Why does this matter per se? That you ask. One, it's the first time really outside Sony, outside really anybody that there's kind of been a launch date or kind of a launch window that's really been talked about. Like if you listen to PlayStation even before, even 2015, kind of with PlayStation Experience and the Paris Games Week, I almost thought, like I would have put money, big time money, that I would have heard it around PlayStation Experience, but you did not, which is real surprising. And a lot of people thought maybe the Consumer Electronics Show, and right now a lot of people are kind of moving toward maybe GDC. And so it's interesting when it's interesting right now. A really interesting debate, like when will this happen? I think Peter Ray's kind of talking about it. One, let's be honest, that does not prove like there's like a true date. Like he didn't really point out a true day or even maybe a true time, because for the fact of the matter, like it really could come out in like June or July, which is a lot of game enthusiasts are kind of really pointing toward that the game press that I'm hearing like are reporting for this June July time period, which would make sense, just because of like certain games that are going to come out around that time. And so, yeah, we're kind of in this interesting period. When do we think it'll come? I personally like the idea of June, kind of going with like thinking that in around GDC around March they're going to have like pretty much a big press conference talking about this is our pricing, this is kind of what we're doing with. But it's Sony. They could definitely take it, go wait a while. And I think actually for them, for PlayStation, they can wait. That's one of the interesting advantages that they do have, because they can allow both Vive and both Oculus to come around, and they can take notes, take a lot of notes, especially when they get released, and try to make sure that like they have the right launch, because they really cannot afford this to be almost a PlayStation move. That really like what PlayStation Move was that device that was like this motion sensor that pretty much absolutely failed, or even an Xbox Connect for that matter. And so it is really important for like them to figure out what is the best possible time. I honestly kind of agree with maybe this fall release window, because it would just make sense. Like they would have like an E3 press conference full on with PlayStation VR, like them just talking about it a ton, and then them going maybe into even it could even possibly come out after Paris Games Week, and then so like at Paris Games Week is kind of the big reveal, kind of the big type of thing, or we just see it come out in there. So it's exciting for whenever it comes out. I'm sure, hopefully, to get it. Whether it comes out in June or in September, please be September, because there's so much other things happening, especially with like conventions or games coming out and stuff like that. And so, but it's gonna be awesome whenever it comes out. Like I'm super excited for PlayStation VR as a whole, and also even the Oculus Rift for that matter. And so, yeah, kind of thinking questions, kind of Tobby wonders, if we want to call it. Kind of what are you guys thinking about? When do you think PlayStation VR will come into around? Or what do you think is the proper date? Do you think it will get hurt if it comes out way too early, or do you think it's really the best if it comes out late? Guys, what do you think? And what do you think about even the success of VR? Like, or when? How do you think? How big VR will be? Guys, I'm just looking forward to your answers. Can't wait to do more of these videos. I hope you like these. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so, and please like my video as well. And thank you for watching this video about VR. And I hope you have a great day and great week. All right, bye.